And the Indian auto industry has managed to make a recovery in May of this year. It has registered healthy growth in terms of vehicle sales when compared to same period last year. Domestic manufacturers like Maruti Suzuki, Tata Motors, Mahindra and Kia, they are in the green last month.
Hello everyone, welcome to PA Wealth. Did you know, according to Statistic 2022 data, the automotive industry in India is the fourth largest in the world. In 2022, India became fourth largest country in the world by valuation of automotive industry. In addition, the two-wheelers segment dominates the market in terms of volume owing to a growing middle class and a huge percentage of India's population being young. Moreover, the growing interest of companies in exploring the rural markets further aided the growth of the sector. However, the automobile sector received cumulative equity FDI inflow of about $32.84 billion between April 2000 to March 2022. Well, today we will discuss about Suprajit Engineering, which is associated with automobiles industry and having good exposure in two-wheeler category. So let's get started. Suprajit Engineering Limited is the flagship company of the Suprajit Group. Suprajit Engineering Limited was incorporated on May 24, 1985 as a private limited company and then converted into a public limited company in June 1995. The company is engaged in the business of manufacturing auto components consisting mainly of control cables, speedo cables, auto lamps and other components for automobiles and caters to both domestic and international markets. Further, the company is one of the major suppliers to the OEMs such as TVS Motors, Hero Honda Motors Limited, Escorts Automotives, Kinetic Honda Motors, RHW India, and Whirlpool Washing Machines Limited. Let's discuss about management executive of the company, Mr. K. Ajit Rai. Mr. Ajit Rai is the current chairman of the company and the Suprajit Group. He is 63 years old and has rich experience of 36 years. Moreover, he has completed his education in biomedical engineering materials and applications from Canada. Before founding the group, Mr. Ajit worked as a research and technical assistant at the Technical University of Nova Scotia, Canada. Mr. Mohan Srinivasan. Mr. Mohan Srinivasan Nagamangala is the present MD and CEO of the company. He is 59 years. Further, Mr. Mohan has also rich experience of close to 35 years in diverse industries. From the day of joining Suprajit, Mohan played a vital role in the growth of the group as well as the company. Subsequently, Mr. Mohan has completed a degree in BA, Mechanical, from Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India. Moving on to business of the company. Suprajit Engineering Limited is one of the leading companies for automotive cables. The company has mainly four businesses which consist: automotive cables, control cables, Phoenix lamps, halogen and LEDs, and other components such as brake shoes, levers, speedometers, etc. Now we will know about segment and products categorization. Suprajit is mainly offering four divisions of diverse products to both OEMs and aftermarket, which caters to the automotive, non-automotive and non-automotive outdoor power equipment industry. As we all know, company is the leading manufacturer of 2W automotive cables with approximately 75% market share. So company manufactures different types of cables, push and pull cables, connectivity cables, and lever assemblies cables. Whereas, some other products have good weightage such as halogen lamps, which are supplied to domestic and international OEMs and in the aftermarket segment. Concerning emerging markets, Push company is also in line them to manufacture a LED light that comes under the Phoenix brand. However, company is also manufacturing and selling speedometers and digital clusters according to customer needs and technology adoption that it wants. Similarly, Suprajit has also developed and is supplying rotary sensors, gear shifters, and patented braking systems across OP, and LCV customers. All were developed by STC and handed over to regional manufacturing plants. Revenue mix. In FY22, approximately 59% of revenue was contributed by auto cable business. However, under auto cable business, two-wheeler, OEMs, has contributed a share of 48% and 18% by four-wheeler, OEMs. Whereas, 18% has been contributed by domestic aftermarket and rest 18% contribution by 18% export OEMs. On the other hand, 19% of revenue was driven by Phoenix Lamp division. Sena, which is Suprajit Engineering non-automotive business, contributed 23% in total revenue for the year FY22. LDC means light duty cables. It's a leading supplier of cables and cable-based actuation systems, supplying to all the major OEMs and Tier 1 suppliers. Its portfolio consists of a broad range of mechanical cables and electromechanical actuation systems. Geographic revenue: 60% of the revenue comes from domestic region, whereas rest contributed by 40%. By acquiring several businesses and divisions, the company can win the business and able to build its strong footprints such as Europe, Mexico, Russia, and the US. Now on manufacturing facilities. 19 plants across India has enough facilities of manufacturing automotive cables and bulbs. However, out of the total India's plants, some are domestic oriented and some are export oriented. Additionally, SAIL has been supplying auto cables to foreign OEMs like BMW, VW, John Deere, MTD, Kubota and Honda. After that, on the LDC side, LDC has production facilities in Mexico, China and Hungary, low-cost manufacturing locations, while it also has 9 sales offices located near major customers. On cable capacity side, in FY22, the Suprajit has a cable capacity of less than 300 million per annum. After the addition of LDC capacities, the combined capacity reported at 410 million per annum. However, the LDC has a presence in 4 countries: Mexico, China, Hungary and the US. And on bulb capacity side, earlier, Suprajit's entity Phoenix, into manufacturing of bulb, has the capacity of 87 million per annum, but after the acquisition of Osram's Chennai facility, 23 million capacity, Phoenix Lamps is the only remaining large manufacturer of halogen headlamps in India with a total capacity of 110 million bulbs per annum. Now we will discuss cost structure. During March 21st, the company's major expense that has incurred on raw materials comprised a proportion of approximately 59%. Whereas, employee costs comprised 18.79% and power and fuel costs reported at 1.52%. Financial parameters: undoubtedly, over the year, company had given stellar sales. The 10-year CAGR of sales was reported at 17%. PAT stood at 16% at CAGR growth. However, during FY21 to 22, company acquired some investments by acquiring a company which affected the cash flow. Moreover, company is aiming to reduce its debt by keeping moderate capex for upcoming years. The debt will be paid by generating more cash from the business. Management key points. LDC. The recently closed deal of LDC business, which is one of the divisions of Kongsberg Automotive, has faced certain headwinds due to commodity prices and also because of muted demand. Although, plant was running at low capacities due to Shanghai, China lockdown restrictions. Suprajit Technical Center, STC. Recently it received an order worth 100 crore for the products which are part of STC. For the accomplishment of the order, company is going to set up a small division of electronics. Production is also on the way at Unit 3. Further, management is focusing on 2 products. Digital clusters instruments for the US, under which they are developing, and some have developed new and innovative speedometers for all 2-wheeler and 3-wheeler. A Hall effect sensor, which will be used with the throttle mechanism. Due to ebb-out, space throttle can be replaced with an A throttle, so here they are focusing. Last year they have announced a capex of 140 crore rupees, which used 110 for land and building and rest 30 crore rupees for the expansion of 2 units and electronics, clean room. Risk concern: LEDs are gaining prominence and are preferred over halogen lamps by OEMs. With the increasing preference for LEDs, the price difference between LEDs and halogen lamps has significantly narrowed. The price differential in FY19 was at approximately 7 to 10x, which has reduced to approximately 2 to 2.5x. Increasing adoption of LEDs poses a risk to PLD. Delayed recovery in the automobile industry. A large part of SEL's revenue is dependent on the automobile industry. Many analysts believe that the auto industry is set for a recovery, but any delay in this recovery can affect the top line in the future. Geopolitical risks. SAIL has significant exposure to foreign markets like the EU and the US. Geopolitical issues, if they get prolonged, can affect the company's growth prospects. Furthermore, inflation and recessionary risks can further hurt exports. Strength and weakness: established market position, diversified revenue profile, and strong operating efficiency. The group is one of the largest manufacturers of mechanical control cables with a presence in both automotive and non-automotive segments. Revenue growth has been healthy in the past few years, driven by steady offtake and diversification into aftermarket and export segments. Susceptibility to volatility in raw material prices and cyclicality in end-user industries. The group remains susceptible to volatility in raw material prices and pricing pressure from OEM, as the domestic automobile industry contributes to 60% of revenue. In the export segment, the group faces competition from other large automotive component players across the globe. That's it for today. Check out our blog section for more meaningful in-depth insights. Link in description box. Like our video if you find anything valuable, and comment if you